This isn't arcade logic, it's consequence-driven racing. You can't just brute force your way through this stint. You have to manage the car, the track, and yourself. Because to finish first you must finish. And that starts here, with the Hadron engine. It doesn't just simulate physics. It learns, it remembers, it reacts. Every lap, every input, every ounce of pressure, it's logged. Your car isn't just a machine, it's a memory system. You might think you got away with that mistake. This game doesn't forget, it'll punish you for it later. Not with a warning light, with grip loss, with brake fade, with a twitch in the wrong moment. Hadron doesn't forgive, it reflects. And part of that is the suspension and impact logging. Every curb strike, every brake lock-up, every off-camber landing, it's logged. Suspension doesn't just compress, it fatigues. You hammer that car early, it'll fight you later. That flex you ignored on lap 3, it's back on lap 20 and it's costing you grip. And fuel mass affects balance dynamics. Fuel isn't just a weight, it's dynamic mass. As it sloshes under load, it shifts your balance mid-corner. Brake late with a full tank and you feel the nosedive harder. Run light, the rear gets twitchy. Hadron models fuel as if it's a moving force, not just a number. Even your hands aren't safe. Hadron tracks micro-corrections. Those tiny steering twitches that you don't even notice, over a stint they all add up. Fatigue sets in. The car starts to feel heavier, less responsive. You're not just racing the clock, you're racing against wear and tear. And turbo lag in PMR isn't scripted, it's calculated. Boost builds based on throttle modulation, ambient pressure and the exhaust temperature. Lift mid-corner and you'll feel the delay. Stay pinned and you'll risk knock. And yes, PMR simulates knock, not just the sound, but the mechanical consequences. Wrong fuel map, high ambient heat, aggressive timing, you'll feel the power dip. You might even trigger dieseling, engine running on residual heat after shutdown. This isn't just for show, it's that same logic that led Manthey Racing to fit rear-wheel air discs onto the GT3 RS kit, to manage pressure zones and brake cooling. PMR models that ambient pressure around the wheels, exhaust, it affects the aero, the cooling and the engine response. The Hadron engine tracks ambient pressure not just for aero, but for mechanical systems. The exhaust flow changes, the elevation, the humidity, brake ducts respond to pressure differentials. Even tyre cooling is affected by airflow around the wheel arch. You're not just driving through air, you're interacting with it, and the car reacts to it. This isn't just simulation, it's consequences. You're not just managing the car, you're managing a system that remembers. Every mistake, every shortcut, every moment of aggression, it's stored, and it will come back to haunt you. Hadron doesn't just reward brute force, it rewards control, but to finish first you need to finish. This isn't just simulation, it's accumulation. Every lap adds weight, every mistake leaves a mark. You're not just driving a car, you're shaping its future. The Hadron system behind it, it doesn't reset, it doesn't forget, it builds a profile of you, your inputs, your abuse. When the pressure spikes, it doesn't ask for mercy, it shows you consequences. Most sims treat the world like a backdrop. PMR treats them like a system. Elevation, wind, humidity, rain, it's all alive, and it doesn't just affect the car, it changes how the car behaves. This isn't just about grip, it's about pressure zones, airflow, disruption, and how the atmosphere fights back. Elevation in PMR isn't just a number, it's a pressure model. As the altitude increases, air density drops. This means less oxygen, less cooling, and less power. Turbocharged cars, they suffer lag as exhaust pressure drops, boost builds slower, and wastegate logic adapts. Supercharged cars, they lose efficiency. Belt-driven systems, they struggle to maintain pressure in thinner air. Natural aspirated cars, they take the biggest hit. Less air, less combustion, less torque. You'll feel it. A turbo car that pulls hard at sea level will hesitate in the mountains, and an NA car will feel gutless. And if you're not tuning for elevation, you're already behind. And wind in PMR isn't just cosmetic, it's directional. Crosswinds affect stability, downwinds increase top speed, and headwinds, they kill acceleration. Crosswinds destabilise braking zones and corner entry, especially in high downforce cars. Tailwinds reduce drag, increase straight line speeds, but can cause overspeed into braking zones. And headwinds, they increase drag, reduce top end, but improve braking stability. You feel the car twitch on a windy straight. You'll overshoot the braking zone because the tailwind gave you an extra 5 km an hour. And if you're racing in the pack, the wind shadow changes everything. And the rain in PMR isn't just wet, it's layered. Water pools based on camber, elevation and traffic. Humidity affects your tyre compound behaviour and brake cooling. Cloud cover changes the surface temperature mid-race. So the rain pooling, it forms on low spots, off camber zones and shaded areas. The drying lines, they only appear if the water's dispersed by the cars. Bed depth and speed all matter. Humidity, it softens compounds, reduces brake efficiency and changes air cooling. You're not just choosing tyres, you're choosing when to push. A drying line might help you, or send you wide into a soak zone that hasn't seen traffic in 10 laps. So PMR's tracks evolve. Rubber builds as the cars pass, marbles accumulate offline, water disperses only where tyres push it, and the surface retains its heat, meaning a shaded hairpin handles different than a sunlit bend. Surface memory, it retains heat, wear and water history. Reactive racing lines change based on traffic, weather and compound choice. Elevation gradients affect braking zones, tyre load and aero balance. You're not just racing the clock, you're racing the terrain, and if you don't adapt, the track will punish it. PMR doesn't just simulate a car in a vacuum, it simulates a car in a living world. Elevation, wind, rain, humidity, they're not background noise, they're tactical variables. And if you want to win, you don't just drive the car, you drive the environment. In most sims, tyres are grip sliders. And PMR, they're a living system. They twist, they flex, they degrade. And remember, every lap changes them, every corner leaves a scar. And if you think compound choice is just about colour coding, you're already behind. PMR tracks compound memory. That means heat cycles, pressure history, surface abuse. They all shape how the tyre behaves. Not just now, but later. Heat cycles, if you overheat a soft too early, it won't recover. The grip fades and the compound becomes brittle. Pressure history, you run too low, you'll get sidewall flex and carcass fatigue. Too high, reduce the contact patch, uneven wear. Surface abuse, lockups, curb strikes, marble pickup, they all take lasting effects. You're not just managing wear, you're managing compound for psychology. And if you mistreat it, it'll fight you back. Underneath the tread is a carcass, and PMR simulates it with finite element model. This means vibration, telescoping, twisting and flex are all emergent behaviours. Vibration causes uneven wear and surface contamination. Twisting happens under lateral load, affects steering feel and slip angle. The telescoping, longitudinal compression, under braking changes braking stability. This isn't just visuals, it's feedback into the steering rack, the suspension and the aero. You feel it in the wheel, you'll see it in the lap times. Because PMR's tyre model isn't just about texture, it's a 2D contact patch. That means tread channels, water dispersion, aquaplaning, they're all simulated in real time. The tread channels, they disperse water based on speed, compound and pressure. Aquaplaning happens when the water depth exceeds tread capacity and it causes loss of contact patch. Drying lines, they only form when the tyres disperse water consistently. Compound and traffic matter. You'll find the car floating, you'll see the line evolve, and if you're on the wrong compound at the wrong time, you're just a passenger. The tyres pick up debris. Offline excursions, they collect marbles, oil, dust and water affect adhesion. PMR tracks surface integrity per tyre, and it changes how the car behaves. Marble pickup, it reduces grip until cleared, especially dangerous in multi-class traffic. Contamination, it affects compound adhesion, causes snap oversteer and braking stability. Recovery, only happens if clean laps and consistent load, no shortcuts. You'll feel the car go vague, you'll fight for the grip, and if you don't respect the surface, you'll lose the stint. So from turbo lag shaped by elevation to compound memory that punishes aggression, to ambient pressure zones, change how your car breathes, PMR doesn't simulate motorsport, it simulates consequences. This is the first sim where the car, the track and the environment all evolve together. If you're still driving like it's 2015, you're already obsolete. So here's the call out. If you want to win in PMR, you don't just need pace, you need respect. Respect for the compound, respect for the terrain and respect for the system. So in this sim, if all you go looking for is the fastest pace, you might not even make the end of the race.